All right, hey everybody. Third installment of the big idea video, though as this video is progressing, I'm really wondering if it should be called the big idea or question of the week or something of that nature, just to give you a recap of the week before and then to see what kind of insight or thoughts that you may have with regards to the question that I present. So last week the question was, did video kill the blogosphere star? And definitely got a little bit more feedback, which was really good. Was able to have a conversation on that. We basically concluded that different platforms basically appeal to different types of people, and it's good to use a variety of platforms, but you should probably stick with your strength. Find out what your strength is first, stick with that, and then dabble in a few other platforms and see how those might be used to effectively get a message across. Nothing really crazy happened for me this week, so I really don't have much to report on for that. I'm not the craziest dudes, but have written a few things on the blog, and it kind of goes into the question of the week, the big idea, whatever it may be, what you can linger on for this week. And one of the things that I presented was in the mind or in the flesh, and I've just really been struck by the reality that Jesus Christ right now, even as I record this video, even as you're watching this video, even as the world continues to turn and all the crazy things continue to occur, if we say that we are Christians, if we say that we are believers in the gospel, if we say these things, it's not just a world view, and it's not just some kind of concept, it's not some kind of idea, it's not things that just linger in our heads, but are an actual reality, in that Jesus Christ right now is risen on high, that he actually ascended into heaven, that he is literally and physically seated at the right hand of the Father. Take all the philosophical stuff that you want to from that, but if Jesus did raise from the dead, he rose from the dead in the flesh. And if Jesus did ascend into heaven, then he ascended into heaven in the flesh. And how does that actually impact our lives on a daily basis? Because I think when we read the Word, what we have a tendency to do is read it as if it is just maybe a bunch of sayings. We might not even read it as true history. We might just really feel like we don't connect with it at all. But do we ever do so with our minds, thinking that Jesus is in the flesh? That Christianity is not just some concept, it's not just some kind of idea, but is a complete lifestyle and life change that should radically affect the way that we live on a daily basis. To where Jesus' words do come to mind, where he says that if you desire to follow after me, to take up your cross daily and follow me daily. And so I guess the question for us this week is Christianity just in our minds? Is it just some kind of concept or idea? Or do we actually do the Word? Instead of just thinking about the Word and reading the Word and dwelling on the Word, do we actually do the Word? Because Christianity is not just in our minds, but in our flesh. I hope you had a good weekend. Would love to hear back from you. Hit me up when you can. Thanks.